One Extra.
This is awesome, man. Even just to see you on, was it on SmackDown on that Friday night was exciting for me. Like, I had no idea you was a lifelong WWE fan.
Yeah, it was an exciting time. You know, I was offered the opportunity to get involved, and I took it with both hands.
I mean, how much persuasion did it take to get you in the ring, sir?
Not very much.
Really?
I got the call on Wednesday night, 10 p.m. I was on the plane to LA 6 a.m. the next morning, so...
Really?
Straight away.
And now we have a match.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
have a rivalry. It's the building.
You have a real rivalry. I mean, like I've seen clips of you in the ring getting ready for it. Like, how hard is it to get ready for this type of event?
You know, being a fan, watching it on TV, you don't really realise how hard it is until you go there and compete.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
You know, the ropes are unlike boxing ropes. They're very, very tight. They do a lot of damage when you ram into them.
Yeah.
The floor is, people think it's all cushion and whatever. It's an actual real, like a boxing ring floor. Right. Getting picked up and slammed on the floor, very unnatural feeling.
I can imagine.
Very hard and damaging. And I'm sure there's a lot of injuries, which I know there is actually.
Yeah.
In the WWE. So do not try it at home.
I saw the clip of you training down at the Performance Centre, and I gotta say, like, you were hitting the ropes really well. You look like you was like really getting into it. Your lockups so good. What are the trainers saying about you in the ring?
They're saying I'm a quick learner.
Yeah.
What it is for me, if I take something on, then I want to do it as much as I can good.
Yeah.
When I got offered the chance to go, it was like, yeah, I want to go, but I want to train and I want to get time in the Performance Centre to learn rather than just go there and do what I want in the ring on night. So that was a key thing for me, to go there and be taught and spend time with trainers, which I've done. I've had a couple of weeks down at the Performance Centre training with the guys. Triple H himself was quite impressed.
Wow.
The big boss daddy, Vince, he's impressed too. So, you know, I'm doing really well with it.
I mean, if you're doing this well, is this a one and done situation, or is this something that you can continue doing?
Never say never, but, you know, I've got a lot of commitments that I've got to do with the boxing side of things. Got that big rematch with Wilder coming up next year. Get this one out the way, get December a rest, and then back into training camp.
Being a lifelong WWE fan, is this the opponent you wanted? If you could have had anybody in the ring, is it Braun Strowman, or was there somebody else that you would have liked to have in mind?
You know, we could bring someone out of the past, like Hulk Hogan or somebody like that. But, you know, I live for my era, and this is a big fight for my era and my time.
What would you say to boxing fans that are like, you shouldn't be doing this? You got a fight in February. Like, I mean, this might jeopardize your fight. What do you say to those fans?
I've had a lot of people tell me, oh, you're going to get injured and whatever else, and you risk getting hurt, put out the fight with Wilder. But, you know, I'm a big believer in, I could get run over coming out my front door, or, you know, any injuries can happen in everyday life. So, you know, wrestling, it is what it is. Whatever happens will be. I'm just going to enjoy it along the way.
I've seen you face off against so many different opponents.
Yeah.
You never look small.
And I'm doing this one, right?
You look a little bit smaller than Braun Strowman. Like, what is it like standing toe to toe with the monster among men?
He's a big guy.
He's a huge guy.
6'8", and he's weighing 380 pounds. You know, I'm a bit taller than him. Probably got speed against him, but he's a big, strong guy. He came into the gym recently while I was training, and come from behind, like through the ropes, and smashed me onto the floor, which I wasn't expecting. Hurt my ankle quite badly. Tried to get up and knock him out, but he was escaping from the building.
Right.
So yeah, big, strong man, and I wouldn't like to get in. Grabbed hold of him. Let's just hope he doesn't grab me and bear hug me today.
Is that what you're afraid of?
You know, when a guy that big grabs hold of you, who's a professional and knows what he's doing, it's going to be tough. So I've got to try and catch him on the way in or whatever.
There was also like speculation as, is this going to be a wrestling match or a boxing match? It's definitely wrestling.
It's definitely wrestling, yeah.
You said you were, you know, off mic, we were talking about that weekend that you had, and you were actually raving with Floyd Mayweather, who's also had a WWE match before. Have you had any tips from Floyd Mayweather?
Just enjoy it, you know. Just enjoy it. Floyd said, just enjoy the experience and enjoy the career while you're active, because soon over for sure.
I got to say, like, right now, because I've been following your career from the beginning, this seems like the most fun that you're having in your career. Yeah,
you know, the comeback for me the last couple of years, from early 18 until now, it's been high drama.
Right. There's
been a lot of great stuff that I've enjoyed, and great moments in my life and experiences for me and the family.
Right.
You know, coming back and signing a big deal in America and top topping the bill in Las Vegas twice. Now I'm going to Saudi Arabia to fight Braun Strowman in a WWE contest. You know, a lot of good things have happened to me on the comeback.
You've been really, really open about your mental health, like, and coming back from mental health. Like, what do you attribute that to? How did you defeat your demons?
You know, I never truly believe that mental health can be defeated, because I think you carry it with you forever. But I've learned to maintain it rather than just hold it back in. And I think the most important thing about anybody who struggles with mental health is coming out and talking to people about it, because a lot of people think it's an embarrassing thing, or that they might be looked upon as weaker than the next person or whatever. But I think it's the stigma on mental health needs to be smashed more than it is, and people need to be coming out and getting medical help, because as sooner you come out with it and talk to people about it and get medical advice, the sooner you can be on the road to recovery. You know, only just over 2 years ago, I was on the verge of suicide, and I didn't want to live every day. Like, I just wanted to die. There wasn't a day that I woke up that I didn't want to be dead. And to now waking up and looking forward to the day and being very happy and positive, it's a hell of a change.
Yeah.
And you can change too. Everyone can change who's got this problem, as long as they come out and seek medical advice and get the right attention needed.
That's awesome, man. And I gotta say that you really use social media well. You love the limelight. You love the cameras, man. Like, how much do you attribute that to your success as well? Because there's a lot of people that are isolated or like introverts, but you are out there. You know,
I'm out there for Tyson Fury. I look Tyson Fury as a boxer and as an entertainer.
Right.
And then I've got like Tyson Fury who's a father, a husband, a brother, a cousin, a son. That person. While I'm in that mode, then I don't want to be doing much stuff. I just, like I said to the girl before, I said, while I'm at home, I just want to be left at home and do my thing and relax, recover, be a dad. But while I'm Tyson Fury the entertainer, then there's no holds barred.
I mean, a lot of people are interested in your life. Your life has been amazing. You just spoke about your mental health and coming back from that. Like, your autobiography as well. Tell us a bit about your autobiography.
Yeah, I've got the autobiography being released November the 14th, Behind the Mask. Real insight on, I've never held anything back in it. It's the first time that the full story has ever really been told.
Right.
There's a lot of amazing stuff in there.
A lot of stuff that we will learn that we didn't know about before.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in there that hopefully will inspire people to get well as well.
Yeah. And you know what, like, after the autobiography, people are always going to assume there's a movie coming. Are we too early for that? You're still quite young as well.
Too early. I'm 31. I've got a lot of big fights ahead of me, and, you know, we'll see where it all lies. But the outcome on this is I'm not looking to be a movie star or an entertainer in show business or something. When the boxing's finished, Tyson Fury will be put to retire.
When do you think that will be? Have you got a date in mind or a certain age in mind?
I don't have a specific date or age, but I'll know when it's enough is enough. You know?
Are there certain things that you still want to achieve in boxing?
You know, I've achieved everything in the boxing game. I've achieved stuff that I never thought would be possible. So, you know, just to be around it now and involved in it and big fights on the horizon, just taking it one fight at a time. And I believe a fight is only as good as his last fight anyway. So just take it one step at a time and enjoy it while we can.
Also, we're so much looking forward to, I'm looking forward to Crown Jewel as a wrestling fan, obviously. But you, Deontay Wilder 2, Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury 2, what's the outcome, man? And can you do it? We all thought you did it the first time.
Yeah.
Can you do it again?
I can do it again. The first time, if he was ever going to beat the Gypsy King, it would have been after nearly a 3-year layoff and abuse of the body.
Yeah.
And he couldn't do it then. So now I'm back active over 2 years, 5 fights beneath me belt. He doesn't have a chance now. But, you know, you never can tell what's going to happen on the night. Deontay Wilder's a concussive puncher. It only takes one punch in 12 rounds. He's got 36 minutes to land one punch.
Right.
So it's almost like a cheat move. You know, one of them cheat moves you put on your PlayStation. And it's like, zoom, bang, game over. And you just trying to avoid that all night because that's how much power he's got, this guy. He's the only person in history I know can put a man to sleep with his right hand and wake him back up again with the left. That's what he did to me.
That's what he did to you.
He hit me with the right hand. I was gone to sleep, and on the way down, he clipped me with the left hook. Boom, woke me back up again. I was like, thank you very much.
What's so interesting about you being part of WWE now is, did you ever see the memes of you getting up like the Undertaker?
Yeah, like the Undertaker. There was a lot of similarities in me and the Undertaker.
For sure.
Getting up from that knockout blow, and you know, it's all been like a fairy tale story for me.
Yeah.
And to finally now to do something that I've wanted to do for a long time, but never really had the time to commit to it.
Right.
I think the cut was a blessing. Give me a bit of time to do what I want to do in my life.
Yeah.
Rather than always being business, work, bang, bang. I can enjoy to do something that I've watched and been a fan of, and now to be a part of making history.
Quickly back to boxing, like, right now, heavyweight boxing is in a great place. Like, what is it?
Fantastic.
It's in an amazing place. I don't think it's been as exciting in ages.
The last time it was this exciting was when Mike Tyson, Holyfield, Lewis, and before that it would have been like the Ali, Foreman, Frazier days, Norton.
What does it feel like to be part of like the top four?
You know, people will be talking about this era in years to come, 50 years, 60 years, when this was a great era, because we had a lot of low time when after Lennox Lewis retired, Klitschko's takeover, and they were great athletes and unbelievable world champions, and Vladimir made 26 title defenses, but quite boring, and people can't relate to that type of person.
Right.
Now it's got young blood back in the division. You got the British world champions taking over. You got the American guy knocking everyone out, and now you've got this little Andy Ruiz Jr., the Mexican kid, just come out of nowhere and knocked out a guy who nobody thought could be knocked out. It's an amazing place to be in, and I'm very, very happy to be a part of it.
I often have this like thought in the back of my mind, because you guys really do talk smack about each other. Yourself, Joshua, Ruiz, like all of you guys. But are you guys like texting each other? Is there like a secret WhatsApp group with all the heavyweights? Just like, oh, that was a great fight. And I mean, there is mutual respect, I can imagine.
There's mutual respect, but at the end of the day, it's a combat sport, and it's a big rivalry. Me and AJ used to text back and forward a bit, advice,
I like
whatever.
to hear that. That's good.
Yeah. Not so much lately. Only sometimes I FaceTime him and tell him I'm going to knock him out, and vice versa.
Yeah.
I used to torture Deontay Wilder on FaceTime and Instagram and private message him and all that, but he changed his number to escape the Gypsy King.
I love that you guys have even got each other's numbers, and you're that personal.
I would call these guys openly.
Yeah.
But I think they've blocked me.
Really? You've been getting at him that much?
I used to text Deontay Wilder, like, after the fight, like, come on, let's get this rematch done, have a good Christmas, and let's get back at it. No reply.
Oh, wow.
That was after the fight, but before the fight, I'd text him, he'd text back, mutual respect now, there's no reply.
Wow. I don't know, maybe he's a bit afraid.
When you think you're the number one bad boy on the planet, the baddest man on the planet, he tried to take Mike Tyson's name, the baddest man on the planet. Then he couldn't even knock out a bald, fat guy who had 3 years out the ring abusing himself. So now he's all of a sudden, I'm not as bad as I thought I was. Right. Gypsy King's taking over.
There you go. You got a prediction for Ruiz Joshua too?
I predict it's going to be an entertaining fight, for sure. So people who maybe not sure about watching it, I'd advise them to watch it. So yeah.
Okay. You got a prediction for Fury Strowman? Number one, actually, because it could be another one, maybe.
It could be, yeah. Fury Strowman. I think that's going to be an exciting fight. This is the first time that I've actually been outweighed and outbrawned, let's just say. So it's going to be interesting to see.
Really?
I'm looking forward to it, but, who knows? And it only takes one punch. This guy is a professional superstar wrestler.
Yeah.
I'm a professional fighter. So his game is to try and obviously wrestle me and smash me to pieces in the ring, but it only takes one punch off someone my size on a man who especially don't even take massive punches to the face. So if I can connect on him with one hit, it's over.
I think Crown Jewel should be the wrestling match, and then the rematch should be a boxing match.
I think so too.
And then if it gets to 1-1, then you guys play chess or something, maybe.
100%.
Like I said, you are definitely a showman, but we met your little brother Tommy on Love Island.
Yeah.
How did you feel about him going on the island? He won the hearts of the public, didn't he?
He did. At first, I was like, I was very skeptical. I was like, you're not going to concentrate on your boxing. You're going to become like a reality TV star and all that. And I thought, you know what? It's something going to be good for your profile.
Right.
It'll help with your boxing career. And going on there, like he just gone to another level. He took over completely. He's donning out there.
Yeah. What is he like as a boxer? I'd love to see him.
He's a good boxer. He's very strong and aggressive. He's had 2 professional fights, both wins.
Oh wow!
He's only 20 years old, so he's only at the beginning of his life and career.
Yeah.
But he's doing really well at the minute. No one's got a bad thing to say about him. He's doing very well. So
is he one to watch?
He's definitely one to watch. But who knows when he's even going to get back to boxing? Even if he ever does.
Yeah.
It's boxing will always be there for him because it's in his blood. But this reality TV stuff, it's short-lived, as we know. We've seen it so many times before. So, I'd say do that while you can and then go to boxing.
Did you watch it while he was on?
I could tell you a barefaced lie and say, I watched every episode. Yeah, massive fan.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I'm truthful about it. I was in Las Vegas training for my fights with Schwartz.
Okay.
And they didn't have it on TV over there, so I never got to see it. I saw a couple of episodes when I got back.
Right.
It was while he was finishing off.
Okay.
So, yeah, done really well.
Did you get to meet Molly May?
Yeah, Molly May came over with Tommy to to Vegas for my last fight. Yeah, first time I met her. I think she was a bit afraid to meet me and like what I was going to say or whatever, but it went down really well. Really nice girl. I'm happy for them both.
You recently sat down with Mike Tyson as well.
I did.
What was it like to meet him?
The original OG.
Yeah, the original OG. Your namesake.
I've met Mike before quite a few times, but never really had an in-depth conversation with him like we did. Legend of a guy, sitting in the presence of a living legend. You don't get that opportunity much in life, but I was able to do it. Very inspirational character, had a lot of tough times, and now he's turned his life around, got back on track, and really happy for him.
Yeah, I can imagine you guys would have so many stories and like similarities in your careers and the ups and the downs. Like,
yeah,
I can imagine it would just been amazing just to sit in a room with you guys and hear you talk.
It was unbelievable, listen to what he had to say and listening to some of his stories and the way he lived his life and the disaster what happened to him, and coming back from all that and having a new lease of life and all that sort of stuff. So very, very, very great to be in the room with him.
If you enjoyed this, like and subscribe and click the bell icon to keep up to date. For more great audio and video from the BBC, listen on Sounds, watch on iPlayer.